Alan, significant developments today. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, there certainly has been further developments, Gail. I can tell you that Manchester United have submitted another bid for Bryan Mbeumo. It's the third bid, and this one is in the region of £65 million plus £5 million in add-ons. United's previous bid of £55 million plus £7.5 million in add-ons was rejected a couple of weeks ago by Brentford. Now, as it stands at the moment, there has not been a response from Brentford, but it does appear that Manchester United are certainly determined to get their man, but there are other factors in this possible move to Manchester United. The fact that Johan Visser is possibly another that could leave Brentford may well hinder the progress of this one. Newcastle look as though they may be in for Johan Visser following Liverpool's move for Hugo Ekitike. So there's lots involved, but our understanding is that Manchester United are the only club that Bryan Mbeumo wants to move to, irrespective of the club's finishing positions in the Premier League last season. Of course, Manchester United struggled for goals. They only scored 44 Premier League goals, their lowest league total since they were relegated from the top flight back in 1973-74 season. And Bryan Mbeumo certainly brings you goals. 20 Premier League goals he netted for Brentford last season. So there is a determination on Manchester United's part to get this deal concluded, and it does appear as though Bryan Mbeumo, who reported back for pre-season training this week with Brentford, is set on a move to Manchester United. And given, of course, the 4 Manchester United forward players that are pretty much in exile at the club, Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho, Jadon Sancho and Anthony, then there is a real need for Ruben Amorim to bring in extra strength up front, and it does appear as though Bryan Mbeumo is the man for Manchester United.
Where are we with Mbeumo?
You've asked me this every week. I keep saying cautiously optimistic. I think United still think the deal will get done. They're still talking. They're still trying to figure out a way of meeting Brentford's asking price, whereby Brentford are happy and Manchester United do it as much on their terms as possible, because £65 million is a lot of money, full stop, but Brentford want the majority, if not all of that, guaranteed. So it's how Manchester United can get as close to that with the add-ons that are pretty much achievable, because at the moment the last bid, the 55 plus 7.5, even though it's close to 65 million, clearly A, it wasn't enough as an overall fee, and B, you would think that some of the add-ons Brentford probably didn't think were achievable. So I think United have still got a bit of work to do on this deal to make it agreeable for Brentford. They fly out to the United States on the 22nd. I still think they harbour a bit of hope that they can get this deal done before they fly out for that tour.
In a chance that Visser leaves as well.
Manchester United have stepped up their efforts to sign Bryan Mbeumo by making an improved offer to Brentford for the Cameroon international forward. The latest proposal is worth £65 million plus £5 million and is awaiting a response from the London club. The Athletic reported last month that Mbeumo had informed Brentford and Tottenham Hotspur of his decision to sign for Manchester United if he makes a transfer this summer. United saw an initial proposal of £45 million plus £10 million in add-ons from Mbeumo turned down before an improved offer of £55 million plus £7.5 million in bonuses was also rejected. Brentford have been aiming to receive a figure exceeding the £62.5 million United paid Wolverhampton Wanderers to sign Matheus Cunha this summer. Talks have continued as United attempt to find a compromise, with the Athletic first reporting on June 2 that Mbeumo wants to join the club. The 25-year-old is entering the final year of his contract at Brentford, who do have the option to extend his terms by a further 12 months. Admiration for Mbeumo at Spurs also increased after Thomas Frank moved from Brentford to become their new head coach. But he notified Tottenham and Brentford that should he depart the Gletsch Community Stadium now, it will be for Old Trafford. Mbeumo, who joined Brentford from French side Troyes in 2019, scored 20 goals and provided 8 assists as Brentford finished 10th in the Premier League last season.